Hello Gemini, and welcome to your reading. It's been a while, I know, but thank you for being here today, and let's have a look at what Spirit are wanting you to know. When I started the reading, when I was tuning in before I picked the cards, Spirit said to me, emotions. So Gemini, it feels like there's something going on around your emotional state at the moment. And they guided me to use these cards, which those of you who followed me for a long time will know that I tend to pick the John Holland cards when I'm dealing with emotions. So let's just pick a few of these and then we'll get into some other oracle maybe today and some tarot. If you do enjoy the reading, please, as always, click subscribe. It doesn't cost you anything, but it really helps the channel. So yeah, I'd love to have you on the journey. Let's get started. Whoop, 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 whoop. We have jumpy emotions here, Gemini. Spirit, we're with Gemini, please. Please show me what you wanted to show me. What did you want to show me for Gemini? Thank you. We have lead. Oh, we have that one, okay. We have simply love. We have share the love. My oh my. Oop. I'm not going to take those because I literally dropped them. What else, please? Thank you. Again, we have take the lead. Gemini, what is going on? Interesting. We have on the bottom of the deck, change your focus, and I'll come to that in a second. I just want to go through these. The ones we have already, I'm going to move them up a bit. There's definitely something here, Gemini, about you needing to make the first move. That's the energy that's coming through. We have these love cards in the middle. Spirit is saying to me that you're making a situation more complicated than it needs to be. You need to stand in your loving energy, Gemini. But it's almost like you need to take the first move here, and I think I just said that. Interesting that we have a figure here and we have a shadow figure. It's also obviously a Gemini reading, and it feels very Gemini to me that we have these two figures of the same person here. But this is very much talking about shadow energy. This isn't a time for you to hide your emotions, to actually not follow through with what you're being intuitively guided to do, because this person here is standing strong. They look like they have a purpose. I don't know what this is. It looks like bear with me, I'm just looking at it. It looks like a roll of paper. They've just said the word decree. So it's almost like Spirit is saying they need you to express your feelings. They need you to have the courage of your convictions in a certain situation. So for some of you, Gemini, this will be around your loving relationships. Now, obviously, that can be regarding a partner. It could be regarding someone you're interested in, or indeed it could be a member of your family. But they're saying, I think I said this earlier, it doesn't need to be as complicated as you feel at the moment, to step forward and really sort of keep things on, not on the down low because they want you to actually express yourself, but to actually keep things very simple. Don't forget that there's a loving connection between you and whoever this person is that, can be built on. I don't get the feeling at this stage, although I will look into this in a moment with the tarot, but I don't get a feeling there's any particular conflict with this person. But I feel that there's words that are unsaid, and I feel that maybe you've been avoiding saying them, maybe. And I don't get the feeling it's angry words either. I just think there's some clarification needed around a loving relationship. And Spirit want you to know that what you put out into the universe is what comes back to you, Gemini. So there's a big emphasis here on you sharing those loving feelings. You know, it's almost like, gosh, they're giving me lots of comments today and showing me lots of imagery. They've just shown me ice, and they've just shown a hammer hitting the ice. So this is very much about you breaking the ice in a certain situation. So as I say, if there's someone you've wanted to approach for a while and haven't been sure how to do it, now's your time, Gemini. You know, now's your time to say how you feel, you know, to clear up any issues that are there from before, you know, but to do it from a very simplistic, loving energy. The more simple you can keep it, the more easier this will flow for you. But again, we have this take the lead. And, you know, I think it's interesting that we've gone from lead to take the lead here with the love in the middle. So basically, Spirit is saying that, you know, if you have the courage of your convictions and you approach this in a simplistic way, you will find that this love radiates, and there's passion here. So particularly if this is someone that you are interested in, or someone who, you know, maybe you're separated from at the moment, you can bring that passion and that energy back into this relationship. As I said, it could be a relationship even with a family member. It doesn't have to be a love relationship, although we do have passion here. But, you know, when we see passion in cards, it's also talking about, you know, the energy within a relationship, the feeling vibrant, the feeling good. I mean, if you look at these two cards, you're coming out of this shadow energy, stepping forward and feeling energized by the action you've taken, Gemini. That's a really interesting message for you today. We had on the bottom of the deck, change your focus. So it's a time maybe, you know, to look at things in a different way. And I do think that, you know, once you've said what you want to say, and as I say, it isn't in an angry way, there isn't anything, I don't get conflict from that, but I just feel that you've been holding some words and some feelings to yourself that you've wanted to let out. And once you've done that and a different energy is brought in, you'll be able to change your focus. Now, whether this is around this relationship or whether this is the knock-on effect that will, you know, permeate into other areas of your life, we'll see in just a minute. What I find interesting, the reason I laugh here, is because underneath, look at this. Wow, Gemini. We have love abounds. Wow, you're going to be feeling so much better. And maybe that's why with this new passion, this new energy, your focus is going to be ramped up. You know, you're going to be able to feel happy inside and therefore be able to pursue the things you want to pursue, whether it be, you know, a more stable relationship, or whether it allows you to move into other areas that, you know, make you feel good in your life. But you have a lot of love surrounding you. Oh my goodness. This deck today, what is this? No wonder they led me to this deck, because look at this. Underneath this card, we have the throat chakra card, all about communication. What is it Spirit have said? You need to communicate. There's something here that you need to communicate, Gemini. Wow. I'm not going to delve any more into that deck, because that is extraordinary. Honestly, I love that. Let's get some more information. See if we know what this is all about. Bear with me. Ooh, okay. Right, I'm going to pull some tarot. I'm going to keep these readings quite short. This set of readings, my first set of readings back after, you know, a long hiatus. So yeah, I want to make sure I touch base with everybody. So let's see what this reading is all about. We've got a lot of information already. Spirit, what? Oh, they're showing me this. Okay, they're one step ahead of me. Okay, so we have the Three of Swords. So it may be that, you know, in this particular relationship, there's been some sort of heartbreak attached to it. It may be a physical separation, they've just said. So there may have been distance between you. It may have been due to work. It may have been due to different circumstances. But you and this particular person, whoever they are in your life, it's caused some upset. And I do feel the upset, at this moment, I feel the upset is sitting with you, Gemini, that this has particularly hurt you in some way, that you have felt this emotional distance, if not physical. Certainly there's an emotional distance that has been here, which is why you've been sort of taking that step back and reflecting and maybe self-protecting to a degree. Tell us more about this Three of Swords, please. I'm going to get another thing here, see if they'll tell us. Oh, okay, that one, fine. Ten of Cups. Yeah, so it may have been that this particular person you saw a future with that was very beautiful and full of love. The Ten of Cups is such a gorgeous card. I mean, look at this rainbow. You know, it's the epitome of being totally, you know, in bliss with the people around you or this particular person. It can be family, happiness, but it is just a blissful card. So it kind of feels like this person was a very important person in your life. You felt that maybe, you know, you were going to be around them for a while. You maybe felt that, you know, your heart was totally with this person. And then due to some sort of, I don't know, I want to say conflict, but at the same time, it doesn't feel like major arguments or anything like that. It feels more like sort of misunderstandings. And it feels like it left you basically feeling heartbroken, Gemini. This misunderstanding has left it feeling heartbroken, has left you feeling heartbroken because you felt that this was your person. And as I say, if it's not a love interest for you, although it could be, because we see a lot of, you know, this close love here, but equally this could be a fallout with a family member or a misunderstanding with a family member even, or a close friend. Whatever it is, it's had an impact on you and you feel the need to put it right. So why are we saying keep it simple, Spirit? What advice do you have for Gemini regarding that? Be clear about what you want to say, Gemini. When this conversation happens, you know, be very clear. You know, we have Queen of Swords energy here. You know, the Queen of Swords is again very, very clear thinking, and but quite direct, and doesn't sort of fluff around with her words. So, you know, it's important. This may have been why you've been hesitant, because you haven't quite known how to be clear about what you want to say. But I think the time is definitely now, Gemini. So they said the simpler and the clearer you can be. They've just said without drama, you know, will be the way forward here. And I think it'll be received a lot better than you think it will be. Yeah, I think to a certain degree, your mind is playing some tricks with you. We have devil energy here. So I think you're maybe worrying unduly about what the reception will be to your words, Gemini. I'm not taking those because I dropped them. We see here from the Share the Love card that, you know, as I said earlier, once these words have been spoken and there's clarity brought into this situation, the love is going to radiate. So this person is going to also feel in loving energy. So, you know, that is confirmation for you. So don't allow the devil energy that crops up here, plays with your mind. Don't allow it to put you off what needs to be done here. We have the High Priestess. That's an interesting situation because that is the card that I dropped earlier. So evidently I was meant to see it. So the High Priestess is talking to us here about healing this situation, you know. very strong, very powerful, intuitive energy. The person that you want to speak to may know that you're going to come and have that conversation with them. Not because anybody has mentioned it to them, because I don't think you've been sharing this with anybody, Gemini, but I feel intuitively they know that at some point you are going to have that conversation with them. It's almost like there's unfinished business going on here. But the High Priestess also brings healing. So, you know, this, and I think I said that already. So the healing is about to happen in this relationship. And look at this. We have the Two of Cups. Again, a partnership energy, a very loving energy. Again, Two of Cups doesn't have to be a romantic interest. It can be a friend or family member. But it's a very, very powerful energy. So it will bring this love, as I said, into the situation. That's the confirmation for the Share the Love card we had earlier. Tell us about this passion, this leading with passion spirit, please. Gosh, we have King of Swords energy now. So we have Queen of Swords, we have King of Swords. King of Swords energy is interesting because, you know, this allows you to work things out, basically. The King of Swords is incredibly analytical. So, you know, yes, you'll feel the passion, you'll feel the love, but you will have that trigger to, as we said, change your focus. There'll be a whole new focus, a whole new way forward for you here, Gemini, once this is out in the open. I don't get the feeling there's any big secrets. I just feel that feelings need to be expressed here. And I think it's your time to actually step forward and say what you need to say, because I do feel it's been keeping you in quite a dark place, Gemini. So, you know, you will feel so much better. You will have that, as I said, that impetus, is that the right word here? The trigger you need to actually work things out, you know? So, I mean, if the two of you are at a distance from each other, geographically, you know, that's something that will be worked out between you. It is achievable, regardless of what the devil energy has been telling you, you know. Yeah, again, we have the Page of Wands. Interesting that we have Wands energy here. It's the beginning of a new adventure for you. Pages are also messengers. So I do think that there is, it's going to start some really healthy communication, some passionate communication between you and this person. And as I say, if it's just a friend that you've lost contact with, then, you know, and you're having that contact again, you know, I think you'll be back on the same page. It may be that the two of you plan some sort of project together moving forward. And, you know, you have the clarity and the spark to actually, you know, change your focus and move on to something that's going to be really productive for both of you, you know. And again, if this is a romantic love connection, then, you know, we have this passion here. We have the clarity in where you want to go in the relationship because you shared this communication that helps you make that decision. On the bottom of the deck, we have the Four of Cups. So it's important, Gemini, that you don't miss this opportunity. The door is open for you at the moment to have, and also I also think with the end of the year, it's a great time for sort of sewing things up, you know. Anything that's been playing on your mind because you haven't actually expressed your feelings or you haven't said what you needed to say, again, with love, then it's a good time to do that. But it kind of feels like this is you living in this shadow energy. You're looking at sort of the empty cups you've got, but you've got an opportunity here. It's coming in. Don't miss it, Gemini. So important. Right, I'm just going to pull a few Moonology. as I say, I'm going to keep this reading fairly brief today while I get back into the flow of things. And we'll see. Oh, wow, look at this. A win-win outcome is forecast. Yeah, you know, don't let this devil energy get in your way, because it's playing tricks on your Gemini. You have the confirmation you need here that whatever conversation this is that needs to take place, that you need to take the lead in, it's going to have a much better outcome than maybe you're worrying about. Oops. You and your loved ones are safe. So yeah, it's emotionally, because things are going to work out a lot better than you thought they were going to, or that you're worrying about. You need to know that actually Spirit and the angels are watching over you, and you are going to be emotionally safe through this process. You know, nothing bad can happen as a result of this if you approach it simply with love and keep it all simple. Expect powerful change, and this is what we saw with this passion here. They've given me a fourth one for some reason. Surrender to the divine. So if you have any worries, Gemini, about this conversation, when you have those little bits of doubt coming in, the devil energy playing with your mind, you know, it's time to say, Spirit, angels, please guide me in the right direction and please take away any negativity. Literally just say it out loud and they'll be there for you. They can't intervene unless you actually ask them to. But yeah, Gemini, I love this for you, because this was a very specific reading, and you know, there's obviously some of you that needed to hear this. It won't be for all of you, obviously, because it's quite specific. But if it does resonate with you, please do leave a comment down below, and please don't forget to tick the like button, because again, it really helps the channel. And you know, it is a very small channel still at the moment, because yeah, I've been in and out, but let's get it going, Gemini. I love this for you. You've got more love coming into your life, but don't be afraid to express those words, because they need to be said. Take care, and I will speak to you all really soon. Have a beautiful week. Bye for now, Gemini.